If you've been struggling with your weight, feeling like you've tried everything and the scale just won't budge, or worse, keeps creeping up, please know you are absolutely not alone. It's easy to feel discouraged, frustrated, or even blame yourself. But the story of weight gain is far more intricate than the simple eat less, move more mantra we've been told. Modern science is revealing profound truths behind stubborn weight, and today we're going to explore these insights together in an empathetic and empowering way. For decades, the weight loss narrative has been dominated by the simplistic calories in, calories out equation. This model suggests that if you just consume fewer calories than you burn, weight loss is guaranteed. It implies that managing your weight is merely a matter of willpower and mathematical precision. However, our bodies are not just simple calculators. They are incredibly sophisticated biological systems, constantly adapting and responding to a myriad of internal and external signals. This oversimplified view often overlooks the profound impact of hormones, metabolism, and individual biological differences. It can leave many feeling like failures when their efforts don't yield the expected results. Science has shown that your weight challenges might not stem from a lack of discipline at all. Instead, your body could be actively trying to store excess fat due to complex physiological processes. This isn't a moral failing, it's a biological response. Understanding this shift in perspective is the first step towards a more compassionate and effective approach to weight management. Consider the Carbohydrate-Insulin Model, a powerful alternative perspective. This model suggests that when you consume an abundance of highly refined carbohydrates, think sugary drinks, white bread, pastries, your body's insulin hormone spikes significantly. Insulin, often called the storage hormone, acts like a gatekeeper. It instructs your fat cells to open their doors wide and efficiently store energy. As a result, energy from your food gets preferentially shunted into fat reserves. This means that even if you've consumed enough calories, that energy is now locked up in fat. Your body's immediate access to fuel becomes limited, leading to feelings of low energy, persistent hunger, and even cravings for more quick energy sources. This can also signal your metabolism to slow down, conserving energy as if in a state of perceived scarcity. Understanding this intricate interplay reveals that weight gain isn't solely a matter of willpower. It's often the result of an entire orchestra of hormones and metabolic signals directing your body's energy partitioning. This complex symphony can either support healthy weight or contribute to stubborn fat accumulation. Our bodies function like a finely tuned symphony orchestra, where each hormone plays a crucial instrument. When these hormonal musicians are out of tune or their balance is disrupted, it can profoundly affect your weight and overall well-being. Let's explore some key players in this complex hormonal concert. We've touched upon insulin, but its role in weight management is so critical it deserves a deeper dive. While its primary job is to regulate blood sugar by moving glucose from your bloodstream into cells for energy, insulin also has a significant hobby: promoting fat storage. When you consume foods that rapidly elevate blood sugar, particularly refined carbohydrates and sugars, insulin levels surge. This surge actively pushes excess energy into your fat cells, converting it into stored fat. Beyond storage, insulin also acts as a powerful inhibitor of fat burning. High insulin levels signal to your body that there's plenty of glucose available, so there's no need to tap into fat reserves for energy. This means that even if you're trying to eat less, your body might struggle to access and burn its stored fat. Over time, constant high insulin levels can lead to a condition called insulin resistance. Here, your cells become less responsive to insulin signals, forcing your pancreas to produce even more insulin to achieve the same effect. This creates a vicious cycle. Higher insulin levels lead to more fat storage, which exacerbates insulin resistance, making weight gain easier and weight loss much harder. This chronic state of elevated insulin is a major driver of metabolic dysfunction and can significantly contribute to stubborn weight. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes feel insatiably hungry, or conversely, why you feel full after just a small amount of food? These sensations are largely governed by two crucial hormones, ghrelin and leptin. They form a delicate balance that dictates your appetite and satiety signals. Ghrelin, often dubbed the hunger hormone, is primarily secreted by your stomach when it's empty. It sends powerful signals to your brain, essentially shouting, "Eat!" Its levels typically rise before meals and decrease after eating. Leptin, on the other hand, is the satiety hormone, produced predominantly by your fat cells. Leptin's role is to signal to your brain that your body has sufficient energy reserves, thereby reducing your desire to eat and promoting a feeling of fullness and satisfaction. It's meant to be your body's long-term energy thermostat. The challenge arises when these two hormones become out of sync. Chronic overeating, particularly of highly palatable processed foods, can disrupt this delicate balance. A significant issue is leptin resistance. In this state, your brain becomes resistant to leptin signals, much like cells become resistant to insulin. Even though you may have ample fat reserves and thus high leptin levels, your brain mistakenly perceives your body as being in an emergency starvation state. This miscommunication triggers a cascade of survival responses. Your brain commands increase food intake, slow down energy burning, store more fat. This terrifying scenario explains why some individuals with significant fat stores still experience persistent hunger and struggle to lose weight. It's a biological imperative, not a lack of willpower. In our fast-paced modern lives, stress is an almost constant companion. When you experience stress, your adrenal glands release cortisol, often called the stress hormone. In acute, short-term stress situations, cortisol can temporarily suppress appetite as your body prioritizes immediate survival. However, chronic or prolonged stress tells a very different and more concerning story for your weight. Persistently elevated cortisol levels can significantly impact your eating behaviors and fat distribution. High cortisol often leads to increased cravings, particularly for highly palatable, energy-dense foods, those rich in sugar, fat, and salt. These foods provide a temporary sense of comfort and reward, creating a vicious cycle where stress drives unhealthy eating, which in turn can contribute to more stress. Beyond cravings, cortisol is a notorious contributor to the accumulation of visceral fat, commonly known as belly fat. This type of fat doesn't just affect your appearance. It's metabolically active and carries a higher risk for serious health conditions, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. Managing stress effectively is therefore not just about mental well-being, but a crucial component of healthy weight management. The thyroid gland, a small butterfly-shaped organ located in your neck, is incredibly mighty. It produces hormones, primarily T3 and T4, that act as the commander-in-chief of your body's metabolic rate and energy levels. These hormones regulate nearly every cell in your body, influencing how quickly you burn calories, how your body uses energy, and even your body temperature. If your thyroid gland becomes lazy or underactive, a condition known as hypothyroidism, everything in your body tends to slow down significantly. This includes your basal metabolic rate, the rate at which your body burns calories at rest. As a result, you might experience a range of symptoms, including persistent fatigue, feeling cold, constipation, dry skin, hair loss, and a pronounced tendency to gain weight, even with no changes in diet or activity. This weight gain is often stubborn and resistant to conventional weight loss efforts. Diagnosing and properly managing thyroid dysfunction is a critical step for anyone struggling with unexplained weight gain, as it directly impacts your body's fundamental energy expenditure. It's not just internal hormones. Our modern environment and daily lifestyle choices also exert powerful, often unseen influences on our weight. These external factors can subtly, yet significantly, contribute to stubborn weight challenges. Sleep is far more than just rest. It's a fundamental pillar of health, and its impact on weight management is profound. Insufficient or poor quality sleep is a significant, yet frequently overlooked contributor to weight gain. When you don't get enough restorative sleep, your body's intricate hunger and appetite control centers are directly disrupted. This leads to a notable increase in ghrelin, the hunger hormone, making you feel hungrier more often. Simultaneously, there's a concurrent decrease in leptin, the satiety hormone, meaning you feel less full and satisfied after eating. This hormonal imbalance results in a heightened feeding drive and a greater tendency to overeat, often leading to cravings for high-calorie, high-sugar foods. Furthermore, chronic sleep deprivation elevates cortisol levels, which, as we discussed, further promotes fat storage, particularly around the abdomen, and intensifies those unhealthy cravings. Prioritizing quality sleep is not a luxury. It's a non-negotiable strategy for hormonal balance and effective weight management. Our gut is home to trillions of microorganisms, a complex ecosystem known as the gut microbiome. While the idea of an army of bacteria inside you might sound a bit gross, these are truly unsung heroes that profoundly affect your health, including your weight. This diverse community of bacteria, fungi, and other microbes plays a crucial role in how your body digests food, absorbs nutrients, and even stores fat. They also influence the production of hormones that regulate hunger and fullness signals. When this delicate army gets out of balance, a condition called dysbiosis, often caused by poor diet, stress, or antibiotics, it can have significant implications for your weight. An imbalanced gut microbiome can lead to increased calorie extraction from food, meaning your body absorbs more energy from what you eat. It can also contribute to chronic low-grade inflammation throughout the body, which is strongly linked to insulin resistance and weight gain. Furthermore, certain gut bacteria can influence your cravings and even alter your metabolism, making it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. Nurturing a healthy, diverse gut microbiome is a powerful strategy for supporting metabolic health. Did you know that many chemicals in our everyday environment can make you gain weight more easily? These insidious compounds are called obesogens. They are found in a surprising array of common products: plastics like BPA and phthalates, cosmetics, non-stick cookware, PFAS chemicals, pesticides on our food, and even flame retardants in furniture. Obesogens are endocrine disruptors, meaning they interfere with your body's hormonal system. They can directly increase both the number and size of your fat cells, making it easier for your body to store fat. They can also alter fat distribution patterns, often promoting abdominal fat accumulation. Crucially, obesogens can disrupt the delicate hormonal regulation of appetite and metabolism, making you feel hungrier or slowing down your energy expenditure. It's especially concerning if exposure occurs during critical developmental windows, such as during fetal development or early childhood. Exposure during these sensitive periods can program the body for a higher risk of obesity later in life, highlighting the pervasive and long-lasting impact of these environmental toxins. It's vital to acknowledge that weight gain isn't always just about poor choices or a perceived lack of willpower. There are significant factors that you might have little to no control over, which can profoundly influence your body weight and shape. Understanding these can foster self-compassion and guide more personalized strategies. Your genes play a substantial and often underestimated role in your weight. Genetic variations can influence numerous aspects of your metabolism and body composition. This includes your body type, example, whether you tend to store fat around your hips or abdomen, patterns of fat storage, the efficiency of your metabolism, your baseline energy expenditure, how many calories your body burns at rest, and even your propensity for certain cravings or satiety signals. While genetics don't dictate your destiny, they can certainly load the dice. Some individuals may have a genetic predisposition that makes them more susceptible to weight gain in a modern environment, requiring more diligent and tailored efforts to maintain a healthy weight. It's about understanding your unique genetic blueprint, not using it as an excuse, but as a guide. A wide array of commonly prescribed medications can directly cause weight gain as a significant and well-documented side effect. This is not a personal failing, but a pharmacological reality. These include certain types of steroids, like prednisone, various antidepressants, especially SSRIs and tricyclics, antipsychotics used for mental health conditions, some medications for diabetes, like insulin and sulfonylureas, certain beta blockers for heart conditions, and even some antihistamines. These medications can affect appetite, metabolism, fluid retention, or fat storage mechanisms. If you've noticed unexplained weight gain after starting a new medication, it's crucial to discuss this with your doctor. They may be able to adjust your dosage, switch you to an alternative medication, or provide strategies to mitigate the weight-related side effects. Never stop medication without professional medical advice. While calorie awareness has its place, focusing solely on calorie quantity often misses the bigger picture. The quality of the food you consume is frequently a far more critical determinant of long-term weight outcomes, metabolic health, and overall well-being. Not all calories are created equal in how they impact your hormones, satiety, and metabolism. Ultra-processed foods, UPFs, think sugary cereals, fast food, packaged snacks, soft drinks, and many ready meals, are engineered to be hyper-palatable and incredibly difficult to stop eating. They are designed with specific combinations of sugar, unhealthy fats, salt, and artificial additives to bypass your body's natural satiety mechanisms and hijack your brain's reward systems. They are not just sources of empty calories, they actively disrupt your body's delicate balance. When you consume UPFs, you often feel hungry again much faster, leading to overconsumption. Their lack of fiber and whole nutrients means they don't provide lasting fullness. Furthermore, the way they are processed can make them easier to digest and absorb, potentially leading to a higher caloric yield than their whole food counterparts. The addictive nature of UPFs means you can get hooked, creating a cycle of cravings and overeating that is incredibly challenging to break. They are truly thieves of your health and metabolic balance. Many individuals turn to artificial sweeteners, AS, in an attempt to reduce calorie intake and lose weight, believing they offer a sweet solution without the caloric cost. However, the reality is surprisingly complex, and some studies suggest they can paradoxically lead to weight gain or hinder weight loss efforts. While they contain minimal or no calories, artificial sweeteners can still impact your body in unexpected ways. They can negatively alter the composition and diversity of your gut bacteria, potentially leading to dysbiosis, which, as we discussed, is linked to weight gain and metabolic issues. Furthermore, artificial sweeteners create a sweet without calories signal that can confuse the brain's intricate appetite regulation system. This disconnect between sweetness and caloric intake may lead to increased cravings for real sugar, a compensatory increase in food consumption later, or a disruption in the body's ability to accurately gauge energy intake. The brain expects calories when it tastes sweetness, and when it doesn't receive them, it can trigger further hunger signals. To achieve sustainable weight management and truly decode stubborn weight gain, we must move beyond the simplistic calories in, calories out paradigm. Instead, we need to embrace a holistic, empathetic approach that addresses the complex interplay of biological, lifestyle, and environmental factors. This journey is about understanding and nurturing your body, not punishing it. Let's work together to implement these empowering strategies. Shift your focus from calorie counting to nutrient density and whole foods. Build your diet around whole, unprocessed foods, such as fresh fruits, a wide variety of colorful vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds, lean proteins like fish, poultry, eggs, or plant-based options, and healthy fats, avocado, olive oil. Significantly reduce your intake of refined starches and sugars, which are high glycemic load carbohydrates that spike insulin. Opt for complex carbohydrates like whole grains in moderation. This approach naturally supports hormonal balance, satiety, and a healthy metabolism. Make sleep a non-negotiable priority for your health. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality, uninterrupted sleep each night to support optimal hormonal balance, including leptin, ghrelin, and cortisol, and to regulate appetite. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Minimize screen exposure, phones, tablets, TVs, at least an hour before bed, as blue light can disrupt melatonin production. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Chronic stress is a silent saboteur of weight loss. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine, such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or gentle yoga. Engage in regular physical activity, which is a powerful stress reliever. Find hobbies and activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Reducing stress will help lower chronically elevated cortisol levels, which in turn can reduce cravings and promote the reduction of stubborn belly fat. Consider professional support if stress feels overwhelming. Become more aware of the chemicals in your environment. Avoid plastics containing bisphenol A, BPA, and phthalates by opting for glass, silicone, or stainless steel containers for food storage and beverages. Filter your drinking water to remove contaminants. Choose organic produce whenever possible to reduce your intake of pesticides and herbicides, which can act as obesogens. Avoid non-stick cookware containing PFAS, per, and polyfluoroalkyl substances. And opt for cast iron, ceramic, or stainless steel alternatives. Small changes can make a big difference over time. Movement is medicine, and its benefits extend far beyond calorie burning. Regular physical activity significantly improves insulin sensitivity, helping your cells respond better to insulin and reducing the need for your pancreas to overproduce it. It positively influences hormonal balance, supports a diverse and healthy gut microbiome, and is a powerful tool for stress reduction. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity, like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity, like running or high-intensity interval training per week. Complement this with muscle strengthening activities at least twice a week, as muscle mass boosts your metabolism. Find activities you enjoy to make it sustainable. As you can see, the topic of weight is far from simple. It's a complex interplay of many factors, from the intricate workings within your body to the subtle influences of your surrounding environment. Please, don't blame yourself anymore for past struggles. Let's work together to understand our bodies better, embrace these science-backed insights, and find the most suitable, compassionate, and sustainable solutions for your unique health journey. If this information resonated with you and opened your eyes to new possibilities, please hit that like button. Share this with someone you care about who needs to hear this message of hope and understanding. And for more science-backed health insights and empowering advice, subscribe to our channel. What hidden factors surprised you the most today? Let me know in the comments below. Your insights help us all learn and grow.